Welcome to Kingdom and Culture, where ancient wisdom meets powerful storytelling. Every story we tell carries the heartbeat of Africa, the lessons of history, and the echoes of the divine. Are you ready for a tale of mystery, power, and destiny? Then sit back, subscribe, and join us on this unforgettable journey. In the kingdom of NRI, the oracle had always been a man until the prophecy changed everything. One fateful night, the high priest received a divine vision. A child shall be born, marked by the moon, and she shall see beyond the veil of the spirits. The elders were troubled. A female oracle. Such a thing had never been heard of. Not long after, a girl named Ijeoma was born with a crescent-shaped birthmark on her forehead. The people whispered, fearful and skeptical. Could she truly be the chosen one? From a young age, Ijeoma showed signs of supernatural wisdom. She could hear whispers in the wind and predict events before they happened. But instead of celebrating her gift, the people of NRI feared her. Women do not speak with the gods, the elders declared. Her parents, afraid of the kingdom's judgment, hid her abilities. They urged her to be normal, but Ijeoma could not ignore the visions that plagued her mind. At the age of 12, Ijeoma had a terrifying dream. The kingdom was on the brink of disaster. A rival clan, the warriors of Agbola, would attack during the next harvest festival. She rushed to warn the elders, but they laughed. A girl. Speaking for the gods. Foolishness. No one listened except the old priest, Dak. He saw the truth in her eyes but could do nothing against the council's decision. Ijeoma was ordered to remain silent. The prophecy came true. The Agbola warriors struck, burning villages and killing hundreds. The people of NRI realized their mistake, but instead of accepting the truth, they blamed Ijeoma. She brought this curse upon us, they cried. Fearing for her life, Dak helped her escape into the sacred forest, where no ordinary person dared to enter. There, she would be safe, at least for a while. Lost and alone, Ijeoma wandered deep into the forest, where ancient spirits dwelled. They whispered her name, calling her to the cave of the ancestors. There, she met the spirit of the first oracle, a woman who had been erased from history. You are the oracle, child. The gods have not abandoned you, your people have. For years, Ijeoma remained in the forest, learning from the spirits, honing her abilities. She was no longer just a girl. She was the oracle. Meanwhile, NRI was suffering. Without an oracle, their crops withered, the rivers dried, and their enemies grew bolder. The elders, desperate, sought answers. The gods have turned away from us, they lamented. It was Dak who spoke the truth. We abandoned the one chosen by the gods. Until she returns, NRI will remain in darkness. One night, as the kingdom faced its worst drought in history, a hooded figure stepped into the village square. The people gasped. It was Ijeoma, older, stronger, and filled with divine power. You cast me away, but the gods have not forsaken me, she declared. Some cheered, others feared her return. The elders, still full of pride, refused to acknowledge her. But then, something miraculous happened. She raised her hands to the sky, and the heavens wept. Rain poured down, ending the drought in an instant. The people fell to their knees. Despite the miracle, the council refused to reinstate Ijeoma as the oracle. They feared what it would mean for tradition. Instead, they challenged her to a trial. If she failed, she would be exiled forever. The challenge: to summon the spirit of the first oracle and ask for her judgment. If she succeeded, they would accept her destiny. Ijeoma agreed. But little did she know, the high priest had plotted against her, setting a trap that would cost her life. On the day of the trial, the people gathered around the sacred shrine. Ijeoma called upon the spirits, and the sky darkened. The first oracle appeared in a swirl of golden light, declaring, "She is the chosen one." But before the people could celebrate, the corrupt high priest unleashed a forbidden spell to silence her forever. A battle of divine forces erupted, shaking the ground. In the end, justice prevailed. The gods struck the priest down, proving Ijeoma's place as the true oracle. With the truth revealed, Ijeoma was crowned as the first female oracle of NI. She restored balance to the kingdom, guiding her people with wisdom and compassion. The people finally embraced her, and the legends of the forgotten oracle lived on for generations. But as Ijeoma looked into the future, she knew her story was only the beginning. And so, Ijeoma's journey is only beginning. A girl born of prophecy, caught between fear and destiny. The villagers may whisper, the elders may doubt, but the spirits have chosen her. What lies ahead? Will she embrace her gift, or will the darkness consume the kingdom before she can act? This is not the end, but only the beginning of a greater story. To be continued. Don't miss the next chapter of The Spirit Girl. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. Turn on notification bell to be the first to see the next episode.